Hi, I'm Aaron Simmons, Samantha Simmons. I am here seeking a mentor. I made an appointment with Senior Master Sergeant Susan McGarry. I heard that she was a really good mentor for my current situation. Hi, Sergeant McGarry. I'm Aaron Simmons. I was wanting to talk to you about being my mentor.
Hi, it's a pleasure to meet you. Aaron Simmons, tell me a little bit about yourself. Where do you work on base?
Out here on the week, I work with the recruiters. And then on drill weekend, I work with personnel.
What about your education? Are you a college student? Are you enrolled in PME? What are you working on?
I took about a year and a half off of college to get my Air Force training finished up. And then I'm not doing my PMEs yet, but I'm on my 5-level CDCs.
Okay, very good. Very good. And what about your home life? Do you have family, kids?
I spend a lot of time with my mom and occasionally my boyfriend. So
Occasionally?
Yes.
Okay, very nice. Well, I'll tell you what, I was actually headed out to lunch. Would you have any interest in joining me?
Sure, absolutely. I'll go grab my lunch.
Sounds great. Well, Aaron Simmons, are there any particular issues that you're having or anything that you want to focus on in our mentoring?
Well, I recently took my 5-level CDC test and I ended up failing it, so I'm really stressed that I might fail my next one.
Why is it, do you think, maybe that you failed that test? Are you just not passionate about your career field, or do you just not comprehend the material?
No.
Or
I love my AFSC. I love my job. It's hard for me to focus. It's really similar to my tech school information, so I know it. I don't know.
So when you're doing task evals and OJT, do you seem to do well then?
Oh yes, I'm much better hands-on.
So do you think this issue is less related to your career field and the material and more maybe about time management?
Yes, that's it.
Well, I think time management is a pretty common problem, and I think it can easily be overcome. What else do you have going on that takes up some of your time?
Well, I've got a lot going on. Right now I'm helping my mom move to her new place, and then I just finished up moving myself, and my boyfriend's manager just switched his scheduling on him, so we don't get a lot of time to hang out, and by the time I'm ready to actually sit down and study, I'm exhausted, and I don't know how to fit everything in.
I can see now why you might be a little bit overwhelmed. You do have a lot going on. Of those few things, though, what do you think are the priorities? What's most important?
Definitely studying.
What could you maybe take a break from or put on a back burner, at least temporarily, so that you would have the time to study?
I'm helping critique a theater production out at my high school. They're about ready to go to their district competition, and I don't know. I've already told them that I would help, and I just don't want to back out on them.
Does it take up a lot of your time, though?
I guess not so much. I could just go and watch them perform. I guess that wouldn't be so bad.
I bet they'd be pretty understanding considering your circumstances, don't you think? Yeah. Let's talk about your boyfriend, too, because you'd mentioned to me previously that he's now going to have to start working weekends. Is there a way to find the positive in that? I'll tell you, when my husband was deployed, I was very thankful that I had some PME that kept me distracted and busy. Do you think that those weekends you'll have more time to study?
I get wrapped up. I get so caught up in everything else that it's hard to remind myself, okay, you gotta take this time for this, and being able to talk to somebody and say, hey, your weekends are now free.
Just kind of the realization of it. Well, I think you're on the right track. I think if you make those small changes and really get in the right mindset where this is your focus and your priority, I think that will change your way forward. So talk to your producer and then let me know how it goes. I'd be curious just to see how you feel after you've made that change. And we could always meet again next UTA if you wanted to talk about some testing skills. We could do that. Or if you wanted to set some timelines or some goals, I'd be happy to walk you through that process.
Okay. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Really just getting this worry off my chest has helped so much. I know I can do this. I just get so wrapped up in all the other things that I forget to remind myself to focus.
Understandably so. Why don't I give you my cell phone number and my email? That way you can contact me anytime you're struggling or worried about this next test. And then we can also get together next UTA weekend and come up with some timelines and goals for your testing, and we can work on that aspect as well. I think oftentimes we forget what it's like to be a young individual, new to the unit, and juggling to make it all work. It is our responsibility to nurture, develop, and guide all of our airmen because they will be the leaders of our organization in the future.